with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News Nowcast.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Allen. Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the Erie News Nowcast. Today, UPMC Hammett started administering its first vaccinations for children ages 5 to 11. It's the latest step towards getting the COVID-19 pandemic under control. UPMC got 200 doses of the Pfizer vaccine for kids 5 through 11 yesterday, and today 100 kids signed up and got their first dose. UPMC set the clinic up so that everything was already in order. There was a special line and waiting room for the kids in this 5 to 11 age group. Kids had to wear an orange wristband that they were given when they signed up to make sure that they got the smaller dose of the vaccine. Kids we spoke with say it was a piece of cake, just like all the other vaccines they've taken. Parents are also thrilled that they're finally able to get these vaccines.
It's very imperative that we take care of our kids and protect them as much as possible, especially during a pandemic, and that your kids really are just as scared as you are. So you need to, show your bravery and help them through this time.
More to come as children receive their COVID-19 vaccines on Erie News Now at 10 and 11. And Allegheny Health Network has announced its plans for COVID-19 vaccinations for kids too. The health system will start vaccinating kids tomorrow at 5 primary care practices. In addition to scheduling with your physician, AHN St. Vincent is planning public vaccination events next Saturday, November 13th, and also Saturday, November 20th. Children can be scheduled by appointment only, and the events will be strictly designated for kids aged 5 through 11. AHN says it will not accept walk-ins. And Erie News Now has confirmed complications from COVID-19 claimed the life of veteran Erie police officers. Erie Police Sergeant Gary Tacone was a 24-year veteran of the Erie Police Department. The 56-year-old died this week after being hospitalized recently for COVID symptoms. Tacone was a detective training officer and served on the motorcycle unit for years. His death comes just days after the force buried another officer, 47-year-old Jason Belton. Police Chief Dan Spizzarni says it's all weighing very heavy on the department.
I don't think we've fully dealt with the loss of Officer Belton, and now we have this on our plate now to deal with, and I think it's very difficult for the officers.
And the coroner ruled Belton died of natural causes. The department believes his death was also COVID-19 related. And with the election in the rearview mirror, County Executive-elect Britton Davis has announced his transition team. The team is made up of 10 people from around Erie County, including current and former elected officials. The committee says it plans to meet in the next couple of weeks to organize roles. Appointees include Chair Richard Rogers, former Councilman Fior Leone, EDDC CEO John Persinger, and current Council President and former County Executive candidate Carl Anderson. We have a full list of appointments on our website at erienewsnow.com. And Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf made a stop in Erie today with job safety and creation on the agenda. As he spoke to a large crowd of workers at the United Steelworkers headquarters on French Street, he honed in on making workplaces safer, guaranteeing paid sick leave, and promoting higher wages. Wolf says job safety and quality are incredibly important in order to get more Pennsylvanians back to work. In August, 4.3 million Americans voluntarily left their jobs. Today, he reiterated his commitment to raising the minimum wage. Right now, it sits at $7.25 per hour.
What we're talking about here are things that are explicitly and on the surface purely good for workers. What we can't forget is they're also really good for the people who employ them.
After the governor left Erie today, he took the same message over to Allentown. The annual holiday efforts to get toys in the hands of deserving children, known as Toys for Tots, kicked off today. The campaign event held at the former Office Max store behind the Mill Creek Mall, where toys will be collected throughout the season. Now, this is a joint effort between the United States Marine Corps and Pennsylvania State Police. They're looking for the public's help in providing low-income families with children a terrific Christmas. There's an upcoming Stuff the Cruiser event Saturday from noon to 4 p.m. at Walmart in Summit Township.
We really enjoy this partnership. We are in its 6th year for Stuff the Cruiser, and just being a part of this is really meaningful for all of us. It just would be great to see the community support again. The community is always so generous, and we greatly enjoy that. We appreciate that, and we couldn't do it without you.
And if you're looking to donate, Toys for Tots is looking for new, unwrapped, non-violent toys for boys and girls from ages that are infant to teenagers. And as those cold temperatures arrive in our forecast, Erie News Now is once again teaming up with the City of Erie to help members of our community stay warm. This weekend, we will host our 3rd annual Community Coats Drive. It kicks off tomorrow morning on the east side of Perry Square, and the concept behind it is quite simple. Anyone in need of a coat or any other winter apparel can swing by, grab what they need, no questions asked. Since the event in 2019, we've helped distribute about 500 coats to those in need.
There are people that are underprivileged. There are people that are homeless. Sometimes they don't want to go to a shelter. They can't go to a shelter. There's not enough room. This gives them the opportunity, again, no questions asked. They can take as many as they want. They can come get them for the whole family. We need, from infant on up to extra large.
And again, Community Coats Drive kicks off tomorrow morning in Perry Square and will run through Sunday. Now, if you have any extra coats, gloves, scarves, or blankets, feel free to drop them off. And if you or your family members need any winter gear, you can take whatever you need. And we thank you for joining us for this edition of the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.